East, Babu Owino has launched his manifesto. He plans to use his half of the salary he gets in Parliament on bursaries if elected as MP. He says he will, among other things, establish water distribution points in the constituency. He now joins me here in studio to shed more light on the matter. Thank you very much, Babu Owino, for joining us. Paul Ongili, officially, for your time. It has been quite a hectic schedule, I can imagine, doing the campaigns.
Of course, Betty. Thank you very much for the show. And the campaigns are very hectic, and because I've been in a political season almost every year, I think I'm used to it, so I'm enjoying what I'm doing. You're enjoying it? Yeah. And talking about political season, a few days ago, actually the day before yesterday, we saw your opponent giving a flower to residents in Embakasi East. That's Francis Muredi, and there were really questions whether it was a charity move or it was what IBC would record as water buying. As an opponent, what is your stance on that? I think, Betty, the timing is wrong. He was doing the right thing at the wrong time, because that is more of voter bribery. Because bribery is about influencing somebody to do something that you want. You can use money or you can use goodies. So in such a situation, we cannot say that he was being philanthropic, because he had Jubilee t-shirt on, which means it was a campaign season. And the campaign, what are you doing in a campaign season? You are going to influence the voters. So one of the ways that he was using to influence the voters was by means of using unga. I know it is a period where there is no unga in the market. And Kenyans have been crying. If you go to a supermarket, you're told to buy 1 or 2 ungas. Yes, so by the end of the day, if there's no unga in the supermarket, and you see an opponent coming with a lorry full of unga, what can we say about the unga? Maybe they had been hoarded. This is unga that had been hoarded, so that it can be used during a political season. And you see, this unga is being distributed only in NASA strongholds. Embakasi East is a NASA stronghold, which is 67% NASA, 33% Jubilee. Even if he distributes tons of unga there, he cannot win, not only only if he rigs, but he cannot win. Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen. But let's also talk about your manifesto. You launched a manifesto a few days ago. What is it going to be of benefit for the resident in Embakasi? I think, Betty, Embakasi East has special challenges. And one of the major challenges that we have there is the challenge of water. And I said that I want to fix at least 5 to 10 distribution water points in every ward, so that they can get fresh water. Because you can't explain why there's water at the airport, which is also in Embakasi East, and there is no water in a ward like Utawala, Miango, Lower Savannah, Upper Savannah, and even in Embakasi ward. And there are pipes, because for you to get water, there has to be piping which has to be done. So which means there are a group of people, the cartel, which is just selling water. So we need to, first of all, see how we can talk to the cartel, so that the members of Embakasi East constituency get equal, clean and sufficient distribution of water. And I believe that in a county like Mombasa, there's salty water, which is Indian Ocean, and Indian Ocean is there, and they still get fresh water. In Embakasi East, you get salty water. So you wonder why there can be salty water in Embakasi East, and in Mombasa, where there is sufficient supply of salty water, you still get fresh water. So one of the things that I will do there is to ensure that the residents access clean and fresh water. But the second thing that I will do as a member of National Assembly is to ensure that the roads are accessible, and we will provide the 2 solutions for that. There's an interim solution where we will get the youths and women to work on the roads. We will just maram the roads, then liaise with the county government to ensure that the roads are tarmacked. And through using women and the youths, that will be creation of employment to the people of Embakasi East. The third thing that I will work on in Embakasi East is employment opportunity, where our youths need to be employed. The youths who are educated, I will act as a link between them and the employers with various companies in the nation. The youths who are not employed, we will see, according to their level of education, they can also get employed in so many companies which are available in Embakasi's constituency. All right, including the airport, I guess. Of course. All right. Moving on, we also have something else, an angle to this, is that you said that you'll be giving half of your, is it half of your salary, your full salary? Yes. Half of your salary to cater to bursaries. How effective do you think this is actually going to be? I think, Betty, I value education. That's why every other person tells me that Babu Owino should be finishing the university, not knowing that Babu Owino has various degrees. And I value education because if you open the gate of a school, you close the gate of a prison. And education is the key to success. So I would want the kids who are less fortunate in the society at least to reach the level that I've reached in education and even beyond that level. So that I will do through issuing bursaries, equal distribution of bursaries to the residents irrespective of our tribe, because all tribes should be treated with utmost respect and with equity. Another thing is about my salary. I will donate half of my salaries towards education.
All right.
And that it is just like the way it is, so that they can get the opportunity to get educated.
All right. How will you work together with the county government? Because as a member of parliament, your work really is to legislate, make laws. On the other hand, the work of the county government is to actually actualize what you're saying, like, roads, construction, and so many other things in regards to development.
I think one of the roles of parliament, which is member of National Assembly, which is the National Assembly, is to act as a check and providing checks and balances to other institutions. They can provide checks and balances to the executive, to the judiciary, and even to other members, other political members of the society. If a county government is not delivering on its mandate, it is our work as members of the National Assembly to ensure that they deliver, by summoning them in parliament and by putting pressure to ensure that they deliver on various agenda that should be given to the constituents.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Babu Owino. All the best come August 8th. And we'll be here to see just who is going to be taking the day. Thank you very much, Babu Owino. He's the ODM candidate for the Embakasi East Member of Parliament position. All right, so right now,